we continue to just a thought, to think, where are we? Where are we going? Now this message will be for Muslim and for non-Muslim. Listen to me, maybe also you gain something. The non-Muslim look at us and said, who is these people? What do they want? Argue with each other. They have no unity, no quality, no manner, no cleanliness, and we're stuck with our culture and habits. Where is it coming from? And what happened to us? And where is the message? You have to go back to history. We just came, all of us as called Muslim, from under colonialism for 2, 3, 4, 500, 600 years. Indonesia, 375 years. Malaysia, 500 years. India, a couple of hundred years. Egypt, another couple of hundred. Everybody under colonialism for a long time. And what it did? Corrupt the faith and corrupt the knowledge. And they make sure they have a corrupted scholar with corrupted literature to make sure. And you add to that, when we now trying to revive Islam inside of us, instead of reviving the base, we're reviving the branches. And something else. I shared it with you last week. I'm going to finish it quick. Quran, the one in our hand, when the revelation come, the Quran revelation came in a certain sequence. And the Quran sequence in a book is a different sequence. And this has been approved by the Prophet. Peace and blessing be upon him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today what we do, we study Islam academically. The way we study any topic in our college. What this do? It make me having the knowledge but doesn't have the quality. And do not have the manner and wisdom how to use it. It's like you go to a doctor or medical college, you study for 7, 8 years, 9 years. Can you be a good doctor? No. You get the knowledge. You need the expertise and experience of the elder. This is what's missing today from us. The sequence of knowledge, the one can revive the faith inside of me and enable me to be. The problem in here is too many ideology about different scholars and different people, how to revive Islam. Some groups, they said, according to the Prophet ﷺ, peace be and blessing be upon him, the most beloved thing to Allah is the fara'id, the obligation. By this way, once you go, they bombarding you with fara'id. But they forget something. All the obligation from outside, it need obligation inside. What the obligation inside to know? Like one young lady yesterday from India, she was a Hindu and she embraced Islam. She asked me a question. She said, I'm studying, I'm worshipping, but I want to know who I'm worshipping. What his quality? I want to worship and believe. If you are a normal human being, if you are really a normal human being, and you're coming to me and tell me, I love so and so, I said, why? If you do not know about the quality of a person, something wrong with you. Because if you love someone, you have to know him. And the more you know about the person, the more you love his quality. And this is why the early scholars, they said, you cannot worship Allah unless you know Allah. And the more you know Allah, you love him. And now, when you worship from love and fear and respect from his might. But the main thing is knowledge. The knowledge of what? The knowledge of the Almighty by himself. And this is why my message is very simple, more than you imagine. When you go to Quran and go to the index, you find 85% of the Quran is revealed in Mecca. 15% or 30%, 70%, 2/3 of the Quran revealed in Mecca, and 1/3 revealed in Medina, which the Quran is 114 chapter. You find 85 chapter approximately revealed in Mecca, and the rest revealed in Medina. The one revealed in Mecca is talking about only one thing: the oneness of God, the oneness of the Almighty. Why? This is His wisdom, the Almighty wisdom. By this way, the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, for 13 years, the Almighty hammer one topic, which they call it Tawheed, Aqidah, which is just two words, is a scholar added in the history of Islam. It was not present in the time of the Prophet. But it's called faith, Iman, Yaqeen, trust, Thiqa, Tawakkul, rely. But you see again, how you rely on someone you do not know. The more you know about a person and believe in his quality, you trust him. And you rely on him, it's becoming easy. But if you do not believe in someone, how you can trust? By this way, it go hand to hand. Believe, trust, certainty of faith, rely. And when you do all this, now you become what? Content. You're happy. You relax. Why? You trust. You're not worried about the future. Why? The future in the hand of the Almighty. And you believe in Him. You believe He will take care about you. And whatever happens is the best for you. You have no problem. The word problem even in Islam does not exist. We have a trial, examination, a little bit of difficulty to check me out. That's it. And even if I get a disease and die, I'm not going to die meaning finished. No. Death is a transition. We talked about it the first session. It's just transition. And I know He will take care about me in the hereafter. By this way, is a journey of a relationship. Is a journey of a relationship. And the best and the only way to generate the relationship to know. To know. And this is why you cannot be really a real Muslim unless you know Allah. You know who He is. That's why when you go to the 2/3 of the Quran introduction, it leads you to understand who He is. And He take you also to example of the history of the nation before you. And all the messages. And it all go to one pipe. Is faith. Trust. Now, this trust and faith, if you really get to know it, and the more you get to know Him, the more you feel in love. Yes, you're going to fear His might as a respect, but you're going to love Him. You're going to love His quality. And now you try to please Him. By this way, your level of worship is different. And now, because you know He has the keys of the unseen. He has the future of you in this life and hereafter. And He promised to treat you so beautifully. And if you do not do so, He will punish you with His justice. By this way, I advise you, go to a book called Invocation of God by Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah. He will explain this in a small detail. By this way, now, when I go to prayer, when I go to fast, when I do any good deed, I do it as an obligation. I do it as an extra to show God love and gratitude because I want to develop this relationship. And I want to develop a business between me and the Almighty. Like when the Prophet came, he didn't say, you have to do, you have to do, you have to do. This came later on. The main thing, believe. Believe. And this life is nothing. Hereafter is the one. One Arabic man came to him in the beginning of Dawah. to the Prophet. And he said, "O the Prophet of Allah, or O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell me, I'm a businessman. If I listen to you, what will happen?" He said, "If you listen and you believe, you go to paradise." He said, "How big?" He said, "This size of this size, between the earth and the sky." He said, "Something." He said, "I know number. I'm a good businessman. What you're talking about, I like it. This is a good business. Give me your hand." Imagine, this illiterate people get the business. They know if they please the Creator, they have the heaven, the paradise for infinity. Don't forget, the whole belief is unseen. But the Almighty has a sign all over. Look to the sky, look at the earth, look at the mountain, look at the tree, look at yourself, look at the animal, look at the bird. Like somebody sent me today email, somebody discovered is a snake in Indonesia. Underneath the sea, snake. This snake is unseen. It's clear. It's clear. See through. Imagine, the only thing you can see from the whole snake, huge snake, like 4 or 5 meters, and the only thing you can see is the eye. And the snake going, but it's clear. Very clear, you can see through. I can send you the link. How many days, every day we discover something new. Everything it shows the power and might and glory and magnificent. Is this not going to help you to believe? But our belief is weak. Muslim and non-Muslim, our belief is weak. We need belief. And now when you decorate the belief with ritual and worship, now it benefits you. It's almost like going to the gym and tell you, "Why are you coming?" "I want to build the muscle." For what? Or somebody tell me to build the muscle. Anybody will tell you, "Excuse me, you have no brain." Because once you go to the gym, you have to have a goal. Are you training for what? For jumping, for swimming, for running, for biking, for camping? What is it? For climbing? According to every field, you have a training to reach your goal. What is the beginning of Islam? To acknowledge the Almighty. What is the end of Islam? The top of the top knowledge. To have certainty of faith, yaqeen, and tawakkul, rely. And when you reach that, now you surrender to Almighty. You surrender. And now the difficult time and the easy time is the same. The easy time, you use it for Him. And the difficult time, you beg Him to give you. Like in one hadith Qudsi, one of the say of Allah, He said, "Oh my servant, remember me in ease, I remember you in difficulty. Give me in ease, I give you in difficulty. Be with me in ease, I be with you in difficulty." Very simple principle, but it means a lot. Another hadith of the meaning of, "O dunya, O life, whoever slave himself to you, make him your slave. And whoever slave himself to you, to me, be his slave." Meaning, if I become a slave of material, I'm finished. But if I'm a slave to the Almighty, Allah makes this material life a slave to me. We're missing the basic, the real basic. The real basic is the foundation of your tree, the roots of your iman, faith in your heart. This is what we need. May Allah allow us to have that.